Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Pixelia. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. This is a game that just released on Steam for about 15 bucks or so. First and foremost, there's no way to increase the UI, and some things are incredibly difficult for me to see. I have poor eyesight, so that's already a strike against this game. Now, first, what is it? It's The Sims. If you turned it into a top-down, pixelated, open-world game, like that's what this is. It's like The Sims, but it's pixelated because a lot of the things that you can do in The Sims, you can do here. And I'm not complaining. I love a good sim game. I enjoy trying to like be a billionaire, going about doing various things. There's a lot of different people to talk to. You can talk with them, you can joke, flirt. There's different dialogue options. You can, raise your reputation and your relationship with them. And based on how your condition is, like how your mood is, how dirty you are, that kind of thing will affect the success chance of your dialogue stuff. There's a catalog. Whenever you rent your first apartment, and there are different places you can rent, or you could just buy the building outright, assuming you've got the money, which you won't in the very beginning. But there's a catalog, and you can go through the different like room styles and buy different things. You can buy like this desk to do homework and to practice writing and to write a book. You can actually earn royalties from this game or in this game by writing a book or producing music, that kind of thing. So again, very akin to The Sims in the sense that, you can go to work, you can make a living that way, but you can also do these side things in order to make a lot of money. Now, granted, this game doesn't do a very good job in giving the tools the player needs to understand what they need to do to get there. It's not exactly an intuitive game. For example, my character contracted an illness in the very beginning of the game, which I'll get to in a minute, and I didn't know how to cure it. You discover locations as you walk around the town, so I didn't know where the hospital was or anything like that. So I just kept walking until I found it. But still, it was annoying that my character was losing health all the time, and I didn't know how to cure it. The game didn't tell me what to do. And then when there's a lot of little mini games in this too, whether you're taking a bath, going to the toilet, you're doing coding on the computer, different things like that. There's mini games, and I'm not a fan of mini games. I wish you could just turn those off and let the actions happen automatically. I've got tendonitis in my wrists, and I typically don't enjoy QE, 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 QE. I don't want to keep hitting those buttons in order to wash myself in a bathtub. I'm sorry. That's just personal opinion. On the plus side, there's a lot of map to explore. You can read books to improve your skills as you do things like in The Sims. You're going to improve, your social aspect, your reading skills, your coding skills, any skill that you can think of in this game that you can do, you can improve that. There's even licenses. There's a divorce service, so you can get married in this game and have a family. There's a business license, which that's what I'm looking forward to. Political party license, if you want to run for president, I guess. That's actually one of your like life goals that you can choose. Again, in The Sims, you've got these aspirations that you can kind of pick between. In this game, you're going to pick 3 traits for your character as well as a goal so that you can work toward that. And again, those traits and stuff will affect how you get along with other people. There's also an app that you can download, I think, where I did one job, and you can, it's like a Uber thing where I can deliver packages or whatever and get money that way. But yeah, it's a side way to make money. But the first job you get in the very beginning of the game is a waiter. And there are other ones. You can like quit that job and go to other ones eventually down the line. There's like baker's apprentice, cleaner. My only concern with those, again, it's all of it's a mini game. And the waiter one, I hated. I'll get to that in a little bit later when I get to the footage of it. But yeah, there's the biggest problem for me in this game was the amount of times I was getting sick. Every time I turned around, my character was getting affected by some kind of social like bug, virus, whatever. At one point, I was in a cafe just trying to sit down and read a newspaper. And I ended up like with, oh gosh, I don't know how much it was. It was like 3 viruses all at once. It's ridiculous. So that kind of turned me off. And then I saw a patch hit that fixed it, supposedly. We'll see. there's a lot to do in this game. The quest log kind of hits you all at once, and that's something I don't like either. Like, I felt very overwhelmed coming into this, because every time I took 2 steps to go do something, to clear my log of quests, something else was popping up. And that was also, again, kind of annoying, and you can only have 2 quests pinned at a time, so constantly trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do first and what I'm supposed to do next is, again, a little frustrating. But, like, the framework is there. Like, again, just leveling up your skills, taking side quests, changing jobs, starting a business, getting royalties from writing and music, all of that, business, all of that, like, it's there. It's there. Forming relationships, I don't care. As an introvert, I really don't care. I ignore people in Stardew Valley and I just make the money, but that's just me. But I like that. So the framework is there. It's just, I think, like, this game lacks the intuitive way of introducing players to these things. And again, being able to increase the size of the UI, also very helpful. Because when you're doing the waiter job and you're trying to see what the heck icon the customer wants, what food they want, it's hard to see. You're supposed to tell the chef what to make, and he makes it, and you deliver it to the person. And you can't have 3 different food items on your tray either. Like, if you try to, like, put 2 food items on your tray, give one to the one and give one to the other one, it just gives them all at once. So, like, it's overcooked, but it's not exactly fun at all. So, first chance I get, I'm quitting that waiter job. There's even an arcade in the cafe that I visited that I found, but these games were awful. Like, the paddle was too slow. First of all, the instructions weren't exactly clear, but trying to, like, get the paddle to the other side of the board to catch the ball, impossible. It's just, so, like, I'm thinking to myself every 5 minutes, who play tested this? Who thought this was a good idea to release the game as is? And like I said before, viruses. Every time I turn around, I got 3 viruses in the cafe all at one time. And it's not cheap to go to the hospital and get injections to treat these things. Or you can go to the pharmacy and take pills. So, on one hand, like, the game does a lot of cool things. On the other hand, it's an exercise in frustration. So, at this point in time, I'm going to do a thumbs up, thumbs down kind of thing, because I want to continue playing it, but I also am kind of hesitant to go back to it because I don't want to get frustrated like I was during my play session. So I feel like this game should have been early access. I feel like more time should have been spent in early access catching these things before it actually released. I hate when games release and then there's all these bug fixes, Do that before you release the game, or go in early access. Anyway, Pixelia, it's decent for what it is. Check it out. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all next time. Take care.